Everyone, Red Goblin here, and welcome to video 18 of my VaultTech settlements. This is going to be the last one in the series, and I figured I wanted to end it with Outpost Zimonja. The reason I wanted to end it with Zimonja is because this has always been my player home, and the idea to even start the series came after admiring my work on this. I was just really proud of it, and I was just finding myself verbally describing to myself why I liked it, and I decided to just share it all in a video format because this kind of stuff it worked way better than it had any right to. So just wanted to show it off. Now, Zimonja is the reason I use Zimonja as my player home is because it spawns in, it's away from everything. You load in really quickly compared to a lot of other locations. I mean, technically, I guess the home plate in Diamond City is probably safer because you don't have to worry about things being taken, but I don't know. You have a little bit of creativity. Now, in the past, I have tried to make this a full settlement, like a quasi 10-penny tower, like settlement, but you just don't have enough room, and it just didn't work out. I tried to make it, and then later on, I tried to make it like a quasi settlement where I would just have make room for vendors, and as you can see, even then, because I would have the vendors, and then I'd have some people to do some farming, and then I would have to do, yeah, so it would total up to like 4 or 5 people. I messed around with it in the past, and it just, I don't know, just didn't work out. So I just made it a standard player home. And it's also a great place because I can throw these robots in. For example, this is Jezebel. Yep. And wherever you make her, you can't do anything about her. She's stuck here. You can't delete her. Can I delete her? Nah, I don't really care. She gives me some security. And I put Ada here. I could have probably thrown her in Sanctuary or something, but I don't know. Having robot security for my personal home, I don't know. I like it. So let's just start off with the entrance. I don't know why. I didn't even really plan this, but when you come in here, the first thing you do is just run in here where I have a weapons workbench to mess around and where I can dump all my unique loot and mods and stuff. And I have other places having other modded weapons. I think here is, oh yeah, I think this is the, yeah. I think I have good weapons I might use again. More weapons. There's a... is this where I put project weapons that I might want to use, or... No. Nope, I just kind of threw everything together. There's some logic, but it's not very loose. But it was just so quick to just run up here, craft what I needed, drop off what I wanted to. And because I always did my crafting here, as you can see if I go to mods, all of my mods, get the gist, are all in here, so I can go back and forth and not have to deal with them. because especially mods from weapon mods, from modded weapons, they add weight. Normal ones are supposed to add weight, but I have a mod, a cheat mod that goes in the that disables that, because that weight sneaks up on you and it can be frustrating. This is most of my first robot crafting area. This is from a mod. This was why. This is how I got the Black Army helmet from that I showed off in the Hangman's Alley video. Gave myself some water, so from time to time I'd come in here and have some water waiting for me. And if it wasn't for using Akaros, I would also have a radiation arch to purify at. But because the mod I'm using takes out radiation, I don't have to deal with it. So here's some more crafting areas: chemistry station, armor workbench. Here we have 2 legendary workbench. This gives me stupid stuff, like which I use to build stuff. For example, it's let's see here. I have something in here that's yeah. Free to go to. That's how I have certain stupid weapons, like what would it be like to have a Gatling laser that has never-ending and wounding and turns into a complete cheat weapon? More weaponsmith, so I can go and just make weapons and mods and whatnot. Lets me craft anything I really wanted to up here. Makes me craft armor, great for mods. This is... Oh yeah, I threw everything in here when I was testing some armor properties and armor mods. I was crafting stuff. I was sorting out a mod conflict. Here too, I dumped most of my unique armor in there. Just so I wanted to play dress up, but honestly, I'll talk about it later. But Akaros mod has a couple of down setbacks that I will express in a later video at this time. As you can see, here is the reactor, and here you have 2 ways of going up. We came from here, we went from here to down there to that room right there, so we came up. We can come here and then go through this little loop to more beds. I don't use these beds up here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that was from my that's what I wore before I went synth. I used that's my collection of combat armor that I put here. This was the plan to go, and the first original set I really didn't. I'll show it when we're done. But with the way Akaros works, and I'm not really going past here. I won't be changing my style for the rest of the playthrough. And here are my power armors. I've had modded power armors here. And honestly, this isn't the first time I've made a VaultTech themed player house over here. I used to have a bunch of collection of power armor, of mods and whatnot, but I don't know. I don't use power armor that often. It's just clunky for me. But Here's a fully maxed out, unbreakable. Yeah, that's very cheat level power armor. I didn't do anything here. It's just Tesla armor. It's unique and said Adam. I'm kind of bummed they never made Tesla, uh, you know, XO1 armor. And as you can see, I can go down here to these beds. And I can go out here to down here. Yeah, as you can see, it's kind of interesting. There's multiple ways of climbing up, and I just really like this. I didn't even plan it, but there's just this massive level of asymmetry. I just have this one atrium box, and I just have these hallways and rooms all snaking together, connected. Let's go free cam. Yes, I do have that cable kind of cutting in there. Honestly, I trained my mind to just flat out ignore it when we went right past it. And then we go to here. Oh, yeah. And doesn't click through here. And I just really liked how it had this quasi courtyard room build. Like it's just so asymmetrical. And things, even though it's blocky, but they're all put together just slightly off. And I just find it so... It's very pleasant for me to look at. Like, I could have turned this into an eternal hallway, but I decided to go and just put stairs upon stairs. And I just find it fascinating. I considered closing off this area right here, but it didn't look good. You know, it was just tacky putting just a wall here being metal or concrete. We could have probably done it with atrium pieces, but I don't know, it would have taken something away from here. And how it just flows around itself. It deals with the terrain mostly. I know it kind of sticks out in some areas. This is just something I'm just really proud of, and I just wanted to show it off, and not only to you guys but for myself in the future. So when I go and completely redo my build and change it so that it would be a massive headache to go back to the save file because I redid my mod order and my mod list, I have this video just to remind me what I built. Because it's just cool. I really hope with the stuff you guys build, I hope that you have the same amount of satisfaction when you build your stuff. Oh yeah, let's go up here. And here I have, yeah, here are the weapons I have actively used in the past. And this is the weapon I was talking about. That's really, oh yeah, this was a stupid thing right here. Crude 2 Boom. With 2 legendaries, I took one of the worst weapons in the game and made it workable. All it took was explosive shot with 2 shot to make it, you know, end game viable. That's what you can do with the 2 legendary mod. Do silly stuff like that. Well, that's all there is to it. This is a really small build. I didn't go with its pure utility. I didn't do anything here super, you know, I didn't try to decorate it too much. This is something where I go, build, drop off when I wanted to save and didn't want to carry at this time, and move on. So let's, you know, let's go to nighttime. I don't think, you know, no. Let's just end the series with one more nightly. Yes. I really hope the compression doesn't murder this, because this is neat. This is really neat. And because I'm a scatterbrain, I'm gonna end. Oh, there he is. Oh, yeah. Where did the provision bot go? Yeah. I don't know why, but for some reason, enemies like to, the robots like to spawn stuck like this. It's really hokey. I hope in my next build that doesn't become an issue. The build high makes it so you can build all the way down there, which is a little bit annoying. But that's about it. I'm really happy with this build. And I really hope it inspires you guys to make something neat as well. So there we have it. The end of the series. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again. Remember, you are special. You matter, and you're loved by God. And He loves your creativeness as well. So enjoy it. Have a good day.